Liverpool football. The sporting world has been plunged into shock and heartbreak. Liverpool football star Diogo Jota has died in a car crash in Spain. His younger brother was also killed in that accident early this morning. This video shows workers going through some of the debris of the Lamborghini that he was driving. Investigators are blaming a burst tyre for the crash. Jota was part of the Liverpool side that won the English Premier League in May. The popular Portuguese international was also a newlywed and a father of 3. He was just 28 years old.
Ronaldo shared this picture on his Instagram. Many other famous people also reacted on this sad news.
Jota has died in a road traffic accident in Spain. He was 28 years old. These are the very latest tributes being paid at Anfield, where Jota played a key role in the club's Premier League title win last season. Local police in the city of Zamora in the northwest of Spain have confirmed that the accident happened at 12:30 this morning and Jota passed away along with his brother, Andre. Former Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp, who signed Diogo Jota, has paid tribute on Instagram in the last hour. He wrote, "This is a moment where I struggle. There must be a bigger purpose, but I can't see it. I'm heartbroken to hear about the passing of Diogo and his brother Andre. Diogo was not only a fantastic player, but also a great friend, a loving and caring husband and father. We will miss you so much. All my prayers, thoughts and power to Ruta, the kids, the family, the friends, and everyone who loved them. Rest in peace. Love, Jay." And just in the last few minutes, we've had a statement from Gestifute, Diogo Jota's representatives, and it says this: "The loss of Diogo Jota is irreparable. The brutal and tragic accident that claimed his life in Zamora, as well as that of his brother, Andre Silva, who was travelling with him back to England, left George Mendes and Gestifute in shock and completely devastated. Diogo Jota was only 28 years old and had his whole life ahead of him. He was a top-quality footballer and an exceptional professional, but he was much more than that. He was an exemplary son, a devoted husband, and a loving and dedicated father. Those who knew him well know he was also a unique friend and an extraordinary human being. Those we love will never disappear as long as they live on in our hearts, and Diogo will never be forgotten. He is part of our family, part of the history of Gestifute, and part of world football. He was taken from us too soon, but he will always be in our hearts, as he is one of us, a friend whom we will never forget. Gestifute sends its deepest condolences to his beloved friends and family, especially his parents, Joaquim Silva and Isabel Silva, who have lost 2 sons. To his wife, Ruta Cardoso, who has lost her partner and the love of her life, and the couple's 3 children, Denise, Duarte and Mafalda, who are still so young. And the Prince of Wales, Prince William, has just sent out a tribute on social media saying, "As part of the footballing family, I am deeply saddened to hear of the passing of Diogo Jota and his brother. Our thoughts are with his family, friends, and all who knew him.
Tragically lost his life in a devastating car accident in northern Spain. According to reports, the accident occurred late at night when Jota's vehicle collided with another car at high speed, leading to a fatal crash. Emergency services rushed to the scene but were unable to save the 27-year-old player, who was pronounced dead on arrival. Fans across the world and the football community are in shock and mourning the sudden loss of the talented forward, who had been a key figure for both Liverpool and the Portuguese national team. Investigations are underway to determine the exact cause of the accident.
Spanish police blocking a road and working at the crash site where Portuguese player Diogo Jota died in a car accident. Jota. Footage showed on Thursday, 3rd July, Spanish police blocking a road and working at the crash site where Portuguese player Diogo Jota died in a car accident. Jota and his brother died in a car crash in northwestern Spain early on Thursday, when their Lamborghini veered off the road and burst into flames, authorities said. Evidence at the scene of the crash near the city of Zamora suggests Jota's car suffered a burst tire while overtaking, Spanish police said in a statement. Jota, 28, had in late June just married his partner of 10 years with whom he had 3 children. Police said their bodies have been taken to a forensics unit in Zamora where autopsies will be performed.
Tears and tributes across global soccer after the shock. Tonight, tears and tributes across global soccer after the shocking death of Liverpool star Diogo Jota. The 28-year-old killed with his younger brother when their Lamborghini spun out of control on a Spanish highway, exploding into flames according to police, who say it seems a tire burst while they were passing another vehicle. Jota married his longtime partner just 10 days before his death. The couple had 3 young children together. He was in the prime of his playing career.
With all the fans behind us, I think we can win.
This was his final goal for Liverpool, dribbling through a thicket of defenders to score, helping the club win the English Premier League last season. Today, Liverpool fans gathering outside their stadium.
I thought it was some joke. Guy 28 years old.
Jota also played for his native Portugal and was expected to take part in next year's World Cup, hosted by the US, Mexico, and Canada. His devastated teammate Cristiano Ronaldo tonight posting, "It doesn't make sense," while LeBron James saying, "My prayers go out to his loved ones during this time." Prince William also adding he was deeply saddened at the loss of a young star who had so much more to give. Raf Sanchez, NBC News.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch.
This is the last that Liverpool fans saw of Diogo Jota on the Anfield pitch, lifting the Premier League trophy, a celebration forever now, the most poignant of memories. Just a month later, his life ended here on a Spanish road. Police are investigating how the Lamborghini he was in with his brother came to crash and burst into flames in the
This is the last that Liverpool fans saw of Diogo Jota on the Anfield pitch, lifting the Premier League trophy, a celebration forever now, the most poignant of memories. Just a month later, his life ended here on a Spanish road. Police are investigating how the Lamborghini he was in with his brother came to crash and burst into flames in the early hours. It is only 10 days since Jota married his longtime partner. The couple had 3 young children. Yes to forever, his new wife had posted. And at the place where they once worshipped him, now they came to mourn, where a few weeks ago, thousands had come to parade in celebration of that Premier League success, now growing tributes. The club's short statement said it was devastated at what it described as an unimaginable loss, a loss felt intensely by those fans.
The way he played football with a smile on his face all the time, he was the epitome of enjoying what you do. Every time he went out on the pitch, he gave us all for us. And
things are more important than football, and this certainly is more important than football.
It's heartbreaking, and I just can't describe it. It's hurting inside. I know he's not family, but he is family.
The Deputy Prime Minister was among those who came to lay flowers.
It's absolutely heartbreaking and just shows how life events can change really quickly. And, you know, I'm absolutely devastated for his wife and his children and his family. I can't imagine what they're going through at the moment.
And from football and beyond, there have been so many tributes. Prince William, the patron of the Football Association, wrote, "As part of the footballing family, I'm deeply saddened to hear of the passing of Diogo Jota and his brother. Our thoughts are with his family, friends, and all who knew him." Jurgen Klopp, the manager who brought Jota to Liverpool, wrote that he was heartbroken. Diogo was not only a fantastic player, but also a great friend, a loving and caring husband and father. "We will miss you so much," he said. And in a statement, the current Liverpool manager, Arne Slot, said, "All I have are feelings that I know so many people will share about a person and a player we love dearly and a family we care so much about. When the time is right, we will celebrate Diogo Jota. We'll remember his goals and we'll sing his song. For the time being, we'll remember him as a unique human being and mourn his loss. He will never be forgotten." Liverpool's players will return for pre-season training in the coming days. There are those who would like to see Jota's number 20 shirt retired as a lasting tribute to his contribution to the club. This is a football club and a city that knows how tragedies go way beyond football. However Diogo Jota is honoured, he is gone with the gratitude of millions, as a man who, in their eyes, will always be a champion. Greg Milam, Sky News, Liverpool.
Has been killed in a car crash. That's being reported by a Spanish state-owned TV station, citing local firefighters. Well, they say that the accident happened in Zamora province in northwestern Spain, not far from the Portuguese border. Diogo was a Portuguese international, and as well as playing for Liverpool, he had played for Atletico Madrid and Wolves. And we are just seeing that BBC Merseyside online have spoken to the Guardia Civil, and they have now confirmed the death of Diogo Jota, along with his brother Andre Felipe. They say that they were killed in that car crash in the municipality of Cernadilla in the province of Zamora at around midnight, so the early hours of this morning. The statement that our colleagues have continues. It says that the car, a Lamborghini, left the road due to a tyre blowout while overtaking another car. The car set on fire and both men are confirmed to have died. So the BBC can now confirm that the Liverpool footballer Diogo Jota has been killed in a car crash in Spain, along with his brother. Well, that news, of course, just coming into us. Let's go straight to our sports correspondent, Hugh Ferris, who joins us from the BBC Sports Centre in Salford. Hugh, that news now has been confirmed. Diogo Jota and his brother killed in a car crash involving a Lamborghini. Hugely significant because Diogo Jota was such a rising star in sport, a real success for Liverpool.
Yes, that's right, Regina. Killed at the age of 28. These reports coming into us initially from the Spanish-language newspaper Marca, quoting local authorities in that Zamora region, which talked of a crash involving the death of a 28 and 26-year-old, his brother, younger brother, also a footballer, although one that had not risen to the heights of Diogo Jota. A Liverpool player, he's been there since 2020. Liverpool paid more than £40 million to sign him from Wolverhampton Wanderers, having helped them get promoted to the Premier League since when he has been playing for the Premier League club, winning 3 major trophies as well, not least the Premier League title just in the last few months. The Marca reports talked of the location of the accident being on the A52. It is a significant road running east to west in the northwestern part of Spain, that he was in the car with his younger brother near Palacios de Sanabria, which is a very small local town just north of the A52. He is a player who has played 49 times for Portugal. He's won the Nations League, the UEFA tournament, twice, including just in the last few weeks, latterly, for the second time for Portugal. He is a player who, perhaps not in the starting 11 over the last season or so for Liverpool, but very much one of the squad that has been so successful, particularly in the last 12 months under the new manager, Arne Slot. And he, just a couple of weeks ago, got married on the 22nd of June, a posting on Twitter just celebrating his recent marriage. It is a tragic day for him, for his family, and for Liverpool.
Rolls it in, Jota, 1-0.
After a Liverpool career blighted by... This should have been the happiest year of Diogo Jota's life.
Salah, rolls it in, Jota, 1-0.
After a Liverpool career... This should have been the happiest year of Diogo Jota's life.
Salah, rolls it in, Jota, 1-0.
After a Liverpool career blighted by injuries, he was scoring goals, which helped them win the Premier League.
Portugal!
And he was part of the Portuguese squad, which last month lifted the Nations League title. And then just 2 weeks ago, he married his long-term partner, Ruth Cardoso. Their 3 young children were with them at the lavish wedding. He posted this video on Instagram only yesterday. But the police in Spain say that just after midnight, he and his younger brother, Andre Silva, were killed in a car crash near the city of Zamora. Spanish media report their Lamborghini ran off the road and caught fire after a tyre blowout while overtaking. He's been mourned throughout the world of football. Fans in Liverpool were quick to create a shrine with flowers at Anfield, while the club said they were devastated.
I shouldn't know them personally, but you feel like you do. So like you feel like they're part of your family.
I just had to be here, and then I met with Andrea. We've just had tears and all sorts. It's beyond tragic, to be fair. I don't even know the guy, but you feel like you do. It's just it's awful.
The Deputy Prime Minister was visiting Liverpool when the news broke.
The great things that he was going to do here and in his life, and it's just so heartbreaking and devastating for people who have woke up to the news this morning.
The Portuguese Football Association said Diogo Jota was not only a fantastic player with almost 50 caps for the national team, but also an extraordinary person who was respected by all his teammates and opponents. He had a contagious joy. The team's captain, Cristiano Ronaldo, said, "It doesn't make sense. We were just with each other with the Portuguese national team, and you just got married. To your family, your wife and your children, I send my condolences and wish them all the strength in the world. Know that you will always be with them." There will be a minute's silence tonight when Portugal's women's team play their first match in the Euros.
That's so tragic, because that was like a player who play in silence, don't make any loud news, just play his football.
His former club Wolves said, "Diogo was adored by our fans, loved by his teammates and cherished by everyone who worked with him during his time at Wolves. The memories he created will never be forgotten." Liverpool paid Wolves £41 million to bring him to Anfield in 2020.
They can count on me because now I'm one of them, and I will give my best.
Liverpool is once again a city in mourning and in shock. The club's Premier League celebrations overshadowed by a car ploughing into pedestrians, and now the premature death of a much-loved player. Ian Woods, ITV News.
Our correspondent Ben Chapman is at Anfield. Ben, a huge shock for Liverpool fans doesn't cover it, does it?
That's absolutely right. There's one word which keeps being said to me over and over again here this lunchtime, and that is the word family. Diogo Jota was part of the Liverpool family, and people coming to lay flowers and leave scarves here today really feel like he was one of their own. Another member of that Liverpool family has posted a tribute just in the last few minutes. Jurgen Klopp, who brought Diogo Jota to Anfield, tweeted, "This is a moment where I struggle. There must be a bigger purpose, but I can't see it." He said, "I'm heartbroken to hear about the passing of Diogo and his brother Andre. Diogo was not only a fantastic player, but also a great friend, a loving and caring husband and father. We will miss you so much." This isn't just a footballing tragedy for people here. People have talked about his goal-scoring ability, Jota the Slotter, as he was affectionately known, the ability to find the time and space to score that important goal. But people here had real affection for him. The smile on his face is something else that people have talked about whenever he appeared in a Liverpool shirt. And then, of course, there is just the intense human tragedy of somebody so young with 3 children losing their life along with his brother just a few weeks after, or just a few days, I should say, after getting married. As Ian reflected on there, this is a club that has had throughout its history more than its fair share of tragedy, not least at that Premier League victory parade just a few weeks ago that Jota was at. Today, that Liverpool family is having to come together in numbers here again for another one.
Ben Chapman at Anfield, thank you very much. Well, joining me now is Dan Clubb from the award-winning podcast, the Red Men TV. Dan, thank you very much for joining us this lunchtime. I heard you on the radio as news of this broke. Has it sunk in yet?
No, to be honest, it hasn't. I'm still trying to comprehend and come to terms with what's happened, if truth be told, and just seeing your package there and some of the words come flooding in, the tributes that are being paid from former clubs and former teammates, it doesn't make it any easier and it doesn't allow it to sink in any quicker, if truth be told. And it's unimaginable, the sadness. Obviously, we as a fan base are feeling right now, we are mourning this horrific, tragic news, but my heart and my feelings and my prayers just go out to the family and the loved ones mentioned there, 3 kids, newlywed. It really is impossible to come to terms with, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just helped his club and his country win silverware this season. He was known as a versatile player. How will you remember him on the pitch?
Yeah, listen, he was a wonderfully gifted footballer. He gave 110% every time he stepped foot onto a pitch in any shirt, whether it be Wolves previously, Liverpool more recently, or the Portuguese national team. There's no two ways about that. Football does, of course, pale into insignificance on a day such as today, but from a footballing perspective, he was magnificent. Always knew where the back of the net was, always found time and space, as mentioned, to come up with the big moments and the big goals, and often would provide the winner and celebrated in style. He wore the Liverpool shirt with great passion and pride, and the way we'd all want Liverpool players to wear the shirt. So, yeah, from a footballing solely point of view, it was a pleasure to watch him. We were very, very blessed and proud to have had him. And like I say, it's just an immense sadness that has been brought to such a premature end.
Yeah, absolutely. 28. Another shock for Liverpool fans after, as Ben was mentioning, those horrendous scenes at the club's victory parade, which was just back in May.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, and as has been sort of suggested and alluded to, we are a city and a football club that's become all too familiar, unfortunately, with heartbreak and tragedy when it comes to sort of events that have gone in the past. So in many ways, it stands us in good stead. Not that we want it to be, but it does stand us in good stead to be able to deal with and to be equipped to sort of uniquely celebrate in a way and sort of come together in times of adversity, which this is another one of. You've seen the scenes outside Anfield there. You know, when we start playing games again, whether we pre-season, the Community Shield or indeed the Premier League, we will celebrate Diogo Jota in the best way we know how, and whether that be the football club retiring the number 20 shirt or whatever they see fit, we will do right by Diogo Jota and his family and his loved ones and his brother. I'm absolutely certain of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone can guarantee that. Just one more word on Jota. He was a star on the pitch. He was also a star in the gaming world. He even reached the heady heights of ranked world #1 on FIFA 21 back in the day.
Yeah, that made him quite unique in that sense. If he wasn't on the football pitch physically and in person, he was doing it in front of a computer screen, it felt like a lot of the time. Yeah, he was a unique character, very, very likeable, very popular amongst his peers, as we're seeing now from the outpouring of emotion and tributes that are coming in. But yeah, his FIFA prowess was well renowned, it's fair to say. He didn't mess around, whether it be literally playing football or indeed with a controller in his hand as well, yeah.
Dan Clubb, what a day. Thank you very much for joining us, though. Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
I started playing when I was 6. When you start, you just want to become this professional footballer and to play for your national team, to have the opportunity to play on the biggest stages with the biggest crowds, to feel those emotions, to feel how happy you are, constantly searching for these feelings. I remember my first football memories, the Euro 2004 that happened in Portugal. Everybody was so excited for the tournament. I just watched first time Cristiano Ronaldo starting in the national team. I always followed his career, and scoring goals always been my motivation. When I was a kid, I wanted to play in the Premier League. I didn't even imagine to win it. I just wanted to be there. I knew that it was the best league in the world. I fulfilled my dream when I played for Wolverhampton. But then, when you achieve a dream, you unlock another phase, another level, another step. And when I came to Liverpool, I knew that was possible. Really exciting moment for me, for my family. My job is to find a way to score goals, to provide assists. That's what they can expect from me, because now I'm one of them.
Diogo Jota on his debut.
From the moment I arrived, I always played a big part in the teams throughout the years with Klopp and with Arnie.
That's nice. Diogo Jota, who's got himself a yard of space, maybe another yard of space. Oh, he squeezed it in, and it's a fine individual effort.
As a fan, I was a fan myself. You want to see a player fighting for the club, for the badge that they both love.
There are back passes. Jota's away on the left. Jota, infield it runs. What a finish!
It's an unbelievable song that makes me proud. I think they know that with me they will have the minimum required to represent Liverpool. That's the feeling I look for when I play football. That's why you put all your lives and all your efforts to moments like that, moments where you can decide the game. It's what makes you keep going. To arrive at this season with the title that I've been chasing for a lot of years in the best league in the world, where I dreamt to play as a kid, and finally we did it. Finally we did it. It's a moment that I will cherish forever. Finally we did it. It's a moment that I will cherish forever. I always remember this city, this club. My 3 kids were born here. It changed my life completely, the way everybody supports me from the very first day. I'm really grateful to all of the people in the club and to all of the fans for making this happen. It is a remarkable achievement for a small guy that came from Gondomar, where I had this dream, and to arrive this at moment, it was outstanding.